Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome to my channel, Greyhound DFS. These are my five players. These are my five favorite players that I like for the night. And as usual, I'm going to give you five of my favorite players that I like, $4,000 and under. But at point guard, I like Zach LaVine. It says he's probable. He's been bothered by injury for several games, but he has yet to miss any time. He played 33 minutes in Monday's loss to Milwaukee and finished with 19 points and 5 assists. So he's doing okay. Milwaukee's a pretty good defensive team, and he scored 32 fantasy points against them. His last three games, he went 32, 38, 42. He's had like a streak of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 40-point games, and his price went down a little bit since them last games, which is good for us. He's averaging 33 minutes a game and 38 fantasy points per game. So he's over a minute. He's over a point per minute, which is great. And they lead the league in steals, or they did the last time I checked. So I like him getting out, getting easy buckets, getting some dunks. But Utah's rank at his position is 17, and their total defense is 5. So Mike Conley might be out. Mike Conley still might be out. So like to see him knock down some threes. And then at shooting guard, I like Lou Williams. Lou Williams he might get more playing time because of Patrick Beverley's wrist injury. So his last game, he scored a 40-point fantasy outing, and Detroit is ranked 24th at his position and 17th overall. They don't really have like no defensive stopper. I mean, that I know of anyway. And then I like Danilo Gallinari. He's pretty cheap. He's almost a number one option on their team. And let me see. He's averaging 30 minutes and 30 fantasy points. So he's averaging a point per minute. So hopefully this game's close and he can play 35 minutes. That'd be dope. And San Antonio's rank at his position is 27th, and they're ranked 24th overall. So they're not the San Antonio that we're used to. And I like Bojan Bogdanovic, and this dude, he's like basically he's the number 2 option behind Spider Mitchell. And he gets 33 minutes a game, which is good, and he averages 31 fantasy points per game. He gets 15 shots up a game, roughly. Shoots 44%, 43% from 3. So he's doing good, man. I like him today. Chicago's defense is ranked 13th at his position, and they're ranked 15th in total defense. So I like him. And last but not least is Jimmy Butler. This guy's been on a tear all season. He has yet to. I don't see any bad games on here. He's averaging 35 minutes a game and 43 fantasy points per game. So, and I feel like he's looking to bounce back from that horrible. He didn't really have a horrible game. He had a decent game, 27, 6, and 4, and only 1 turnover. Shot 60% from the field, and 15 of 19 from the free throw line. But they got beat by Washington, who was depleted all their stars. So Miami's salty, and Miami's back at home now. Yeah, they're against the defending champs, but that don't mean nothing. They're not the team. They're not the same team right now because they're missing some of their starters. So, Toronto is ranked 14th at his position. Excuse me, they're ranked 20th at his position, and they're ranked 14th in total defense. So I'm gonna give you my projection for their points projection. Zach LaVine is projected for 39 fantasy points. Lou Williams is projected for 33 fantasy points. Danilo Gallinari is projected for 31 fantasy points. Bojan Bogdanovic is projected for 31 fantasy points. And Jimmy Butler, I think he's projected for like 43 fantasy points. I like Jimmy Butler. So now I'm going to give you my 5 plays that I like 4,000 and under. Okay, I got like 6 players here that I like. First, Patty Mills. Patty Mills is going against the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's at home, so I like him. I think he's probably going to be coming off the bench. He's averaging 23 minutes and 19 fantasy points per game. OKC is ranked 13th at his position, and they're ranked 9th defensively. My next player is Bryn Forbes. I think he's going to start. He's averaging 26 minutes and 19 fantasy points per game. OKC is ranked 10th at his position and ranked 9th defensively. My next position is Jakob Poeltl. Jakob Poeltl is averaging 18 minutes a game and 19 fantasy points, so he's giving you over a point per minute. So let's hope he plays more minutes, because he's gonna have to battle Steven Adams. So let's hope he plays more minutes. OKC's rank at his position is 18th, and they're ranked 9th defensively, so I like him. And Jay Crowder is questionable, so I like a couple of Memphis players. I like to see a couple of Memphis players in some lineups. Tyus Jones, he's averaging 19 minutes and giving you 17.5 fantasy points. He's playing Sacramento, and I don't know if De'Aaron Fox is going to play or not. That'd be something to look into. Sacramento is ranked 12th at his position and 11th in overall defense. So they're actually not that bad. Sacramento, top 10. So he's playing against Minnesota. And Minnesota, they played good today against the Bucks. So I'd like to see them have a letdown game against Golden State. Eric Pascal is averaging 27, almost 28 minutes per game, and he's averaging 23, almost 24 fantasy points per game. He hasn't done very well the last 3 out of 4 games, or the last 4 out of 4 out of 6 games. You can even say 5 out of 7 was bad. But this guy can get you a 43. I mean, it's possible he can. Minnesota's not that good defensively, and they are high-paced. And you look here against Atlanta, they're pretty high-paced, but they're also bad defensively. He had a 43 against them, so that'd be dope to get a 43 out of this guy at $3,500. That'd be crazy. And he's not, like I said, he's not playing the best, so just beware. Don't be shocked if he lets you down. Minnesota is ranked 21st at his position and 26th in total defense. So overall, their defense is not very good, and Golden State brings a lot of energy. Then my 6th player is, I like DeAnthony Melton. He is, I have to find him. So I like DeAnthony Melton. He's averaging 16 minutes per game and giving you 19 fantasy points per game. He might look to get some more PT if Jay Crowder's out. He was $4,000 last game, went down to $3,600. So, Sacramento is ranked they're ranked 12th at his position, and they're ranked 11th in total defense. And D'Anthony Melton is projected for 19 fantasy points, which is pretty awesome for $3,600 player. So that's my 6 players that I like under 4,000 and under. I also like another one, but I can't put him on there because he's a guard. So I'm gonna just go click on him. Where is he at? Malik Monk against Cleveland. Cleveland's defense is terrible. He's averaging 20 minutes per game and 17 fantasy points. So Charlotte can whoop Cleveland, I feel like, and he could get more PT. So I'd like to see that. Even though I'll root for Cleveland to do all right. Landry Shamet started the last game. He didn't do very well. He only had 14 fantasy points in 25 minutes. That's probably because, I don't think Lou Williams played, but Kawhi Leonard's going to shoot the ball. Paul George is going to shoot the ball. And the big guy down low, I can't think of his name right now, but he's going to shoot the ball a lot. But that's my 6 players that I like, 4,000 and under. So just a little food for thought for you guys and gals. If you got any value out of this video, I ask that you hit that like button. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload a video. I try to upload a video. I've been doing good at it here lately. So I appreciate you guys and girls, and good luck. I'm out.